And so we are setting up the start of the pirate workout. Here is the incentive. Pirate's booty. Chips, chip mates. Chips ahoy. And then like literally pirate treasure. Coconut water and bananas, because what else do pirates have? And then the rum is optional. Now we actually gotta work out though. Let's do this.
Ahoy!
Wait, that's what I'm looking at.
Ahoy, hoy.
Ahoy, matey! You scallywag. Hello. I haven't practiced my accent.
No. We're back here at Axistence Athletics. It's the gym that we go to for over the past 6 years.
Yeah.
And today was a special day. It was the Pirate WOD annual event that we started a few years ago. Or they started a few years ago.
They let us start.
I was gonna say that was all you guys. We just let you do it.
So I'm Patrick, by the way.
I'm Lev.
And this is Dan Jimenez.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Co-owner.
And I remember so in the beginning we had this big long proposal and it was like, because my birthday is on 12 like Pirate Day, so wouldn't this be fun to do all this stuff? And we wrote a story and it was like, your ship is being attacked and you have to do all this stuff, and then we proposed it to them and we weren't sure what you guys were gonna say. And then you're just like, yeah, cool, sounds awesome. And then they ran with it and made these incredible workouts. And every time it's something different. It's always something piratey and themed, but they just run with it and make something amazing and fun that's different from the ordinary.
Yeah. Well, no, thanks. I mean, one of the things that I really, it's a big pet peeve of mine, is the fact that like adults feel like they have to be serious all the time. And that training is 24/7, 7 days a week, and it always has to be periodized and programmed and all that stuff.
5x5 bench press.
Totally. And that's great most of the time, right? And if you want to actually get better and do it safely and all those things, like periodized programs, awesome. And that's what we do in our normal training. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So 4 days. Wednesday's open gym. Sometimes people will make it up. Something that they missed, or kind of work on a skill or something. But Saturdays are usually a little bit more of a free day, and anytime we can do something that's just like fun and not typical grindy, more deadlifts and more bench and more burpees, is always a good thing. So when you guys came to us with like the Pirate WOD, it was just like, oh yeah, that's cool. One time a year around Liv's birthday, as long as you guys provide all the costumes, we'll provide the workouts. But yeah, just the fact of like, when people grow up, they like lose their creativity, they lose their fun. I go to the playground with my kids and it's just a bunch of like parents standing around either watching their kids or they're just like on their phone. They'll look up every once in a while. And I'm usually on the playground with the kids and climbing over it. And every now and then I get yelled at by another parent saying like, you're setting a bad example. I mean, climbing on top of the swing
As you're
set.
shoving kids out of there.
Yeah. It's mainly because I'm like shoving kids out of there. Yeah, my kids speak of them. Come over here.
You make a good pirate.
Yeah, they fully participate in the pirate day to day. But yeah, so the fact that you guys come and are able to do this is always an awesome thing. And we really appreciate it.
So did you know what you were gonna do before we arrived?
Not really. I mean, there's some obvious, like, always have to, like, we have a cargo net, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why
always
not?
priority.
You know, one thing that we've done is we've constantly upped the complexity. So, you know, year one, we had 2x4s on the ground, and it's like, okay, balance across this. And it's always a good place to start.
So I still do.
Right. And then as you get more comfortable with those types of things, we try to up the complexity. We
Yeah.
make it, now we're using round logs, right? We're using round logs maybe a foot off the ground, and now we're doing round logs 30 inches off the ground,
Yeah.
walking across, jumping from it onto the cargo net,
That was crazy.
that type of thing.
It was super fun. I loved it. Yeah, and it was different from each class. Obviously, we do have the rope swing as well. Super
Sure.
priority. Every time it's still challenging though. But I like the tire thing, like the carrying and walking
The
through the
drunken
tire.
sailor.
Yeah, because it adds another element when you have heavy weights and then you're stepping on one leg. You really do feel like a drunken sailor. Like walking all over the place.
Yeah, and you know, as much as we want to keep with the theme and like do that type of stuff, like there's a lot of proprioception and a lot of things that you can get that aren't in typical training, right? Like standing in one place in the sagittal plane, which is basically you could do the workouts like in a doorway. That helps you in one plane of motion, but life occurs in more than one plane of motion, right? You're twisting, you're turning, you're going to the side. So when you're doing things like kettlebells, if you're still just walking in that sagittal plane, like there's
Yeah.
not, it's challenging, but to add a third dimension to that is always really beneficial. But then also, like,
Crying kids are always good addition.
oh man,
See, that's like the same thing. You gotta like deal with all outside.
yeah, life.
Like,
And, you know, okay, so something that I thought was really fun was, like, we were all the grown-ups doing the workout and everything. And then your kids arrived, and then Jen's kids arrived, and they did the workout too, but they were playing.
Yeah,
But they
right.
did the same stuff that we were doing. And it was like, we're all just big kids. Like,
Right.
yeah.
doing the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing.
Well, you know, they always say, like, you don't stop moving because you get old. You get old because you stop moving. It's the same thing with like creativity and play. Like we don't take enough time to like actually play, and that's something that keeps you young.
Yeah.
As cliche as that sounds, it's true. So just
Yeah.
keep doing it.
I saw they had one slide that like really stuck with me. I was going to mention it to you guys because it says
Oh,
you need three habits. One to spark your creativity, one to keep you healthy,
Yeah.
and one to make you money.
Yeah, it's huge.
On a related note to pirates, he has a Blackbeard pirate on. Explain your affinity to Blackbeard and pirates in general.
It's a good question. I've always kind of been like a history buff, and you know, pirates are always so romanticized, and obviously they did very, very, very awful things. But when I was in the military, Blackbeard was my call sign, and it was just something that kind of stuck. And anytime I went on deployment, like it was Blackbeard and Blackbeard's crew was kind of our, any mission we rolled on, that's what it was, and we all had, you know, call signs that were, you know, Blackbeard related. So that's just always been the thing, and you know, my troops used to get me flags and stuff that were custom made with, you know, the Blackbeard logo on them and stuff. So yeah, it just kind of became a thing.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Then when we do competitions or anything like that, he has Team Blackbeard, and they get cool shirts made, and we didn't get to be on Team Blackbeard last time, but
That's all
that
right.
was the one I wanted.
Honey badgers.
Honey
whatever.
Badger.
We won't disparage honey badgers.
They don't care anyway.
And Honey Badger don't care.
Cool. Well, thanks for an awesome workout. Thanks for like an awesome place to come work out.
Thanks for chatting with us.
Oh,
Thanks for
absolutely.
making such fun, unique things for us to do.
One of the things that we love about this gym, Dan mentioned like they have open gym on Wednesday, and it's it's sort of great because we come in and sometimes we're like working on specific things, but we have these type of conversations a lot on Wednesday. It's almost like gym and philosophy at 5:30 in the morning.
Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday. But yeah, it really is. We talked about in the last video with Ryan, the other co-owner, about community and education, and it sort of flows into not just like the programming, but it's sort of like conversations like these. Building community with special events. It's not necessarily a super special event to have a workout that you always have on Saturday, but we do. They do a great job of mixing it up and making everybody feel a part of the community and having deeper conversations than how to do a clean, how to do squat clean versus a power clean. It's like we have deep thoughts.
And sometimes it's sparked by deep thoughts by Dan. Ooh, that's good. But sometimes it's sparked by they'll do a question every day, and sometimes it's a silly question with like favorite flavor of ice cream or things like that. And then sometimes it's something that makes you think, and then we have an hour to percolate in the morning as a group together, and people will be popping up with different thoughts. So this definitely multifaceted. It's not just the fitness habit.
Yeah.
It's a community and
a
bunch of other people.
One of the things about the question of the day, everyone always thinks it's an icebreaker. It's kind of like, it's something silly we do. Because sometimes the questions are silly. But
chocolate ice cream, by the way.
Yeah.
Vanilla. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not. Sorry. But it's one of those things where it's like, we do want you to think, right? Like, what's awesome about the question of the day. So one of the questions we had maybe about a year ago, every 6 months we throw the same question back in. It's a really good one, but it's like, what do you want to accomplish either before the end of the year, or what do you want to accomplish before you die? Those types of things. Intense.
Yeah.
Well, what's really cool about that is people have actually done things that they always wanted to do and never thought they could.
Yeah.
Greatest example, the first time we asked that question, one of our gym members, Jennifer Niederhauser, she said, I want to write a book before I die. And I was like, well, what's stopping you? And maybe about 4 hours of conversation later, she started writing her book.
No way.
Now she finished her book. She's pushing it out to publishers and everything. And
no way.
It was one of those things that she never thought she could do. And because of a silly question in the beginning of the day that she got to sit on and make her actually think, now she accomplished one of her life goals.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Well done.
Okay, now I gotta think.
And now we're
yeah. Vanilla ice cream's great, but what are you gonna do before you die?
Yeah.
Well, I am. That's it. We're gonna have chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, done deal.
I'm gonna make that.
I don't know about that vanilla thing.
So, how do pirates say goodbye?
Oh, see you later.
I don't know. All right, that's it for now. This again, Axistence is something that we love. It's our zeal. Subscribe, and you'll find more of that stuff. And we're going to probably do more interviews with Axistence because they're awesome, and find out more about them and other things in Denver.
Woohoo!
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
Thanks, guys.